Imagination is free. Heatwave Heroes. Written by George St. Thomas Nelson. It was the hottest day of the summer. A heat wave smothered the city like a blanket. The air was steamy and thick like a bowl of hot soup. The pavement sizzled like a giant barbecue grill. Eggs could fry right on the sidewalk. And ice cream? It melted faster than you could eat it. The sun was so hot, it zapped the power. Phones turned off. Tablets glitched. TVs went poof. The whole city lost power. People poured into the streets, hot, sweaty, and confused. Eyes squinting, mouths open. They were wondering, what just happened? Some kids wandered toward the park trying to make the best of a wacky day. They kicked the ball and climbed the jungle gym, but it was just too hot. The sun was relentless, so they huddled under the shade of a tree, tired, hot, and bored. A familiar sound floated through the air. The kids in the park jolted to their feet. Their arms jittered with excitement, eyes wide, hearts racing. That familiar jingle was more than a song. It was hope on wheels. It was the ice cream truck. They took off running, grinning ear to ear, the sound growing louder with every step. When they reached the shiny new truck, they paused. Something was off. This wasn't a normal ice cream truck. There weren't any pictures of popsicles, no smiling cones, no bubblegum eyes, just bold, colorful letters that read, "Imagination is free." Some kids groaned, others stared, disappointed. Out stepped a woman in a white dress. She didn't say a word. She just whistled as she held a bright box of multicolored markers. She handed out markers till they were gone, each color shimmering in the sun. And with a wink and a smile, she skipped back into the truck and drove away, the music echoing behind her. The kids were puzzled. How could markers help with the blazing sun? No ice cream? Just a marker? Emma asked. Liam gave his a sniff.
It smells like lemons.
He walked over to the tree to cool off. The shade felt nice, but his mind was racing.
If it smells like lemons,
He thought,
maybe it can make lemonade.
Liam pressed the marker to the trunk and drew a big smiley face. Suddenly, the tree blinked. Its bark glowed. The leaves shook. The ground rumbled. Cold lemonade poured from the branches. Everyone stared, unable to believe their eyes. A line quickly formed. Everyone was ready for a nice, cold summer drink. Liam went wild, drawing faces on every tree in the park. He drew an apple juice tree, an orange juice tree, a cherry juice tree. He even made a strawberry smoothie tree. The other kids stared in awe, then slowly looked at their own markers. If it worked for trees, Olivia whispered. She bent down and drew a hopscotch game on the sidewalk. To her wonder, the squares lit up and music played from the ground. Amelia used her marker to draw jump ropes that floated off the pavement and twisted to a lively game of double dutch. With every stroke of the marker, something new and magical appeared. Flowers bloomed and danced in the summer breeze. Their imagination was the key to their boredom. They were having so much fun, they almost forgot about the sun. Almost. But the sun hadn't forgot about them. It was brighter, hotter, the sidewalk still steaming. Playtime paused. Something had to be done, and fast. Olivia had a bright idea. She walked to the old, rusty, forgotten fire hydrant and drew a face on it. There was a low rumble, a squeaky twist, then pop! A bolt flew and water splashed into the air. The hydrant shook, then climbed out of the ground. Water burst from the top and sides, spinning into dancing fountains. Everyone cheered. Then the kids raced to draw faces on every hydrant in sight. They gave them names like Misty, Twisty, Mr. Sprinkle, and Spout. Then they drew instruments and played soulful music, marching through the city with the fire hydrants by their side, leaving joy and games in their wake. Laughter returned to the city. The music filled the streets. The water brought relief. The kids' imagination helped everyone feel something they had forgotten. They remembered. They remembered what it felt like to be free, to be alive, to be creative, to be kind. As day turned to night, families across the city joined in on the fun. They danced. They played. They remembered how to be together. Imagination had carried them through the heat. They made trees that poured juice in smoothies, hopscotch that sang, jump ropes that spread flower magic, hydrants that sprayed joy down every block. It was an unforgettable day. But all magic has its moments. As day fell to night and stars twinkled above, the enchantment slowly faded away. One by one, the hydrants spun gently back into the ground. The lemonade tree was just a tree. The sidewalk went silent. The jump ropes vanished. But something had changed. A city once heavy with heat now shimmered with laughter, hope, and the power of imagination. They realized it wasn't the hydrants or the magic markers that saved the day. It was the magic inside of them. And now every time the sun blankets the city, the neighborhood comes together and remembers. Your imagination can set you free. There's no limit to what you can be.